Hey guys, so on today's episode of F.A.W, which also stands for Fine Ass Witch, I am going to take you guys through the steps that I use to make my days magical as fuck. I don't know what made me come up with this theory or this idea, but you know what I mean? There's just like a lot of little shit that I do that's kind of magical, you know? I gotta add a little oomph to it, just like I did in the nail video. But, y'all know, if you've been following me for a while, then you know I love a good bust down. I love a good bust down. I love a good wig. Definitely love a good wig. And I love a good phony pony. And so today I'm going to walk you guys through the steps of actually like wash day for wigs. Personally, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little lazy. A little lazy when it comes to certain things. And so I don't take off my wig and then wash it immediately. I know it's bad. But yo, I get so busy. I'm tired. I did a lot before I could even make this video. So, you know, it is what it is. But we got like a nice handful of wigs that need to be washed because it's time to revamp them all and everything like that. You know, and now in today's economy, we definitely gotta get as much use as possible out of our wigs. So I'm gonna show you guys the things that I do to not only maintain my wigs, revive them, but also make it a little magical, you know? I like practical magic. So one of the reasons why I love like incorporating magic into my everyday life is because you know how they always say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Basically the same concept. Doing a little bit in everything you do, it just enhances that great big stuff that you want to do. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna start preparing everything for you guys, and yeah. Okay, y'all, so one thing that I bet a lot of you guys did not know. Okay, y'all, so the star of the show is this little unit that, you know, I was rocking all summer. We went to the Renaissance tour together. We done did a whole lot of stuff. Went on like 50 first dates and everything in this week. But it's time for her to get a good, nice bath, okay? Now, one thing is that I love a nice Brazilian unit. I definitely do. You know, I get the best Brazilian that my money can buy. And so it just is what it is. I like to reuse my wigs. I like to rewear them. You know what I mean? I cut them to my face, my everything. So I don't ever really just want to throw away a good wig. Now, one thing that some of y'all might know, and some of y'all might not know, is that Florida water is great for removing wigs. That's one thing that a lot of people don't know, but it's alcohol based. So anything with alcohol will definitely help eat up that glue that's left behind on your wig, okay? Because Miss Renee, that's what I'm gonna call her. Miss Renee got hella glue left behind, if you can see, okay? And before you put this in water, you wanna make sure that you get all of the clumps of glue off of it, because don't nobody want a sticky ass wig that's just been washed and cleaned and stuff. Because then you don't have to do it again. So basically, just like you would any other glue remover, you would go ahead and just, you know, wet it up, try and get all that stuff off. One of the ways that you could do this is by getting a rat tail comb or a fine tooth comb and just try and like get all of the, you know, the sticky stuff off of it. You want to be very gentle with this process because trust me, it gets stuck on your lace and your baby hairs, and you don't want to have a bald wig with some bald edges. That's the worst. You may as well just buy a new wig if you're going to do that. So you're definitely going to want to take your time. Now, one thing about hair is that it does hold energy spiritually. It holds energy spiritually. That's why a lot of people, when they go through initiation, they tend to shave their head so that they're like just symbolizing that they're starting brand new, right? And so not only are these wigs holding our energy, but they're also holding the donor energy. Like imagine what somebody got to go through to shave their head and give it to you so you can make a wig. Like that's not some energy that you want to carry around with you all day, right? Like personally. So I always, you know, spritz it in. I always spritz it in Florida water before I do anything with my my wigs. Because don't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? Like I got my own problems to deal with. I don't need to take anybody else's, I don't need to pick up anybody else's problems, you know? And so you're just gonna wanna go ahead and spray your wig down. and get rid of it. Get rid of the glue that's left on, all the adhesive that's left on. Another thing that you want to do is use any, you could also use any wig glue remover in order to do this step. Okay, y'all, so if y'all can see, we got a whole wig bath right here. We done got Renee, okay? We got her homegirl, Maya. We got her bestie down the street, Brittany. We got her clip-ins. We gonna call them Cassie. This one is Donna. And then where's my funny bunny? Okay, so this is my funny bunny, and we gonna call her what's the cool name? Naomi, okay? And so basically all my wigs are in the tub. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to soak my wigs, right? I like to soak them a little bit. Give them a little sitting session because you want to get all the gunk and all the junk. Especially when it comes to these wigs, you want to make sure that they are clean, right? So we're gonna turn our bath on real quick and sit it on high. Now, let me get the stuff that we're actually using today. That would be smart, huh? So y'all can see. Oh, you guys can't even see. Yeah, I'm taking that. Okay. So the products that we're gonna use for this is we're gonna use the Hair Shop hair extension shampoo. This is specifically formulated for hair extensions. One of the things that y'all don't know about the Hair Shop is that the Hair Shop was founded in, I want to say, the 70s or 80s. So they've been around for like a long time. And all of this is specifically formulated for hair extensions. So like I wouldn't use this on my normal hair, like, you know, my 4C, but I definitely use it for my hair extensions because that hair tends to be, especially my laces, because that hair is very fragile. You know what I mean? You want to protect the knots, you want to do all of that. So you don't want to use anything that's too harsh. So we got our shampoo and our conditioner, and we're gonna start this water right now. As the water is running, we're gonna go ahead and let our girls do their thing. Of course, we're gonna wash them individually, but we don't want to just put our hair in some like random bath, you know, with a bath full of water. While we're doing this, we also want to go ahead and add a little bit of Florida water in there so that, of course, you can spiritually cleanse our hair. Because keep in mind, not all of these I used with glue. Some of them I really did wear as true glueless. So we're just going to put some of that in that bath and let it soak and let it sit for like a cool 10-15 minutes before we start, you know, scrubbing. Okay, y'all, so while those are soaking, I wanted to just go ahead and talk to you guys about some things that I do and do not do while my hair is soaking, while I'm shampooing, etc., XYZ. So when it comes to actually combing out my hair, because I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, like, don't you want to comb out your hair? Like, how are you able to do that and then not get tangled? It's probably going to tangle, but that would happen regardless, even if it wasn't in a basin full of other wigs. That would happen. One of the reasons why I do not try to detangle my hair at this step is because for some reason the shampoo, well, not for some reason, but because of the ingredients in most shampoos, it does not contain the slip that we would need in order for it to go, for a comb to smoothly go through the hair. So regardless of how smooth you're trying to, how gentle you're trying to be with your hair, it's just not going to give the effect that it's supposed to. And because it's not going to give the effect that it's supposed to, there's a higher chance of doing some breakage. Unlike it being your normal hair that grows out of your head, which is just going to grow back, this is a wig, okay? We want to save every little strand, nook, and cranny as possible. So we want to make sure that we are doing the best we can to preserve as much hair as possible. Of course, hair sheds. Of course, wig shed. Of course, damage happens, but the thing is that we are not trying to make a lot of it happen, and we are trying to preserve as much of it as possible. So that's one of the reasons why I do not comb or even attempt to comb the hair out at this stage. Okay, y'all, so before we get in here to do the conditioning part, it's very simple, okay? It's very simple. I have a couple of things to say before I start this process though. Okay, so I do not know what everybody else's stuff is made out of. That's not my business. That's their business, okay? And so I I can only speak of me in this house, okay? Me and my house. And the house of Black Madonna Cosmetics and what I've done and all of that other kind of stuff. And that's just what it is, you know what I mean? I don't know what other people do and how they make their products. I know how I make my products and why I created my products and what I do with my products, right? Okay, so I started my business because I wanted to make every day magical as fuck. We said that. But also on top of making it magical as fuck, like I've always been into hair, nails, skin, beauty, like all the beauty shit, right? I've always been into that, skincare, all of that. And so when I created my cosmetic line as well as my magical product line, I kept that in mind. And so in keeping that in mind, I wanted to create oils and things of that nature that do not contain any harsh chemicals that can be put on your skin. You don't have to worry about an allergic reaction because the chemicals are too harsh or anything like that. Like I wanted it to be able to go on the body and not create any issues for anybody because your girl did not have time for that. And because I use like my oils for everything. I use it to moisten my cuticles after I do my nails. I use it to, you know, put on my body after I get out of the shower. I use it to oil my hair. Like I do so many different things with it that I didn't want like anything that would be too harsh. Now, speaking of this, conditioner is an oil based. There's a lot of, there tends to be oils in conditioner, hair conditioner specifically, right? So in order to make this routine a little bit magical, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and grab your favorite oil. For me, of course, is Love Money. Y'all already know. My day ones, y'all already know, it's Black Madonna Cosmetics, right? You want to grab that, and you either, there's two ways to do this. If you're using somebody else's stuff, I would not suggest you put your oil into the bottle. But like I said, as for me in my house, I do what I want to do. So there's that, you know what I mean? And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna put a couple of drops into your bottle and shake it up and go on about your business. And then continue to condition your hair per usual. One of the reasons why I like doing it this way is because basically your hair soaks up all of these oils. So if like your oil is jujued with good things, your hair is soaking up that good stuff. Because keep in mind, step one, we use that Florida water to remove all of the bad juju, all the vibes, all of the energy, all of those things. So now we're gonna add in that good juju, you know what I mean? So we could go in about our day and be magical, blessed, and highly favored, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. Shake it up, of course. This is a brand new bottle, obviously, because it would have been jujued already. Most of my stuff is already jujued. And then, of course, like once you shake it up and add your affirmations into it, your intentions, everything like that, you're going to go ahead and condition your hair as usual. Simple. So a couple of tips for when you are washing your hair out. What you want to do is go ahead, put your shampoo on there, and you want to pull down or squeeze down in a downward motion. You do not want to help assist the hair get tangled. So just go ahead, put that shampoo on and go ahead and get it out in a downward motion. You're going to start at the top and work your way down to the bottom. It's very simple, right? Very, very simple. And I mean, if you're going to wash hair anyways, you may as well do it the right way because these wigs are an investment for sure. Okay, if you guys remember in the last step, we went ahead and we just jujued our conditioner, right? Now, I got this dope little thing from the hair shop. It's called the Style Mate. So fucking dope. You basically just twist it and it sticks to a wall. And this is great for detangling your hair. So like I said in our last portion, we weren't going to detangle our hair without actually having conditioner on it because it's just easier to do what it's supposed to do when it's conditioned and well moisturized. You know what I mean? Because water is really drying on hair, or it can be. So we're just gonna go ahead and put this on our Style Mate. The way that I did it was I took the little elastics in the back attach them together. If y'all can see that, I attach them together just like that, and then throw them like this. Now this is great for clip-ins and like, you know, individual extensions, but this is very, very helpful because like, yo, I don't really want to put this on my mannequin head right now because it's wet and all of that, but it just helps us detangle. I love these detangling brushes because, come on now, a win is a win. You know what I mean? Go ahead and make sure it gets all of that goodness in there. Now, just like the shampooing process, I don't immediately rinse it out. I let it sit for a little bit and then I go ahead and do what needs to be done. So that's our first one. We went ahead and detangled it. It was short, so it didn't take very long to detangle. But these other ones, yeah, I'm gonna be here a minute. Also note that while I have Renee here, longer wigs tend to tangle a lot faster, obviously. And when you're detangling, you always want to start at the bottom of the hair so that, you know, you don't fuck it up. And so, yeah, this is definitely going to require some patience because not only did I have the audacity to get a super long blonde wig, mind you. So it's already been chemically processed and treated and all kinds of stuff. But it also had the audacity to be curly. Like, who agreed to this? Because when it comes to maintenance of this is hard. But yeah, so I'm just going to be here combing them all out, doing what needs to be done. Also, the brush that I'm using is called a detangler brush. It's pretty dope because it moves with the hair, but it moves with the hair, so it's not too, you know, harsh on the hair while you're brushing. So that's kind of why I like this brush when it comes time to revamp my wigs, or at least clean them and do all that. And so, yeah, we're just going slow, taking the process as the process. And I got like at least 5 more pieces. But one of the good things is that I don't really wear all of these wigs all the time. Like, there's wigs that I might wear like one day and then just go back to the phony pony or just put my hair in a ponytail. So a lot of them don't get used like that, so they should not be as tangled or crazy or whatever the case may be. But me and this one, we do a wet and wavy. We rarely ever straighten it, you know. So I just let her run in all her natural beauty or whatever the case may be. Okay, so now we've completely fixed the back. We've completely detangled, not even fixed the back, but we've detangled the back because you can already tell, like, in comparison to the front, just the difference. Let's see, placing it on the style mate doesn't add too much tension. Now with this, since we are in the front and this is a lace front, this is a full lace front wig. We want to be very, 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 very careful not to do the most. You know what I mean? We have to be even more gentle than we were on the back side. And so this is going to be a process for sure. Okay, y'all, so I just went ahead and finished conditioning all of the wigs. One of the things I like to do after I condition the wigs is put them in a plastic bag. Just so that that moisture could like lock in real quick. And keep in mind, your jujube conditioner is in there, so you want that to set as long as possible. Generally, if I need that wig for something, I'll go ahead and let it sit for 15 minutes and blow dry myself. But this is too many wigs, and I'm not gonna do all that right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. But so with this, what I would tend to do is go ahead, condition it, and then rinse out the conditioner and just go ahead and hang them on hangers and let them do what they do. It's fine to air dry because none of these wigs I need tomorrow or within the next day or two. So I'm just gonna let them hang. And then our next video, I'm gonna show you guys how to install them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to add a little magic into your routine. especially your wig care routine, because y'all know I love the bust down baddies. And so I hope that you guys tune in to the next episode of Fine Ass Witch. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.